Hey, Colab Coach here yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. It's week number 4 of the Your Community series. I know week 4 usually means that it's the end of the series, and it is. But I hope you learned something throughout these 4 weeks. Again, of course, go to my YouTube page. We broke down as much as I can about your community. And if you have more questions about your community, and all these different things that come with a community, go ahead and message me. You can email me at colabcoaching@gmail.com. You can put a comment in under one of the videos, um, or you go to my website, yourcolabcoach.com. With that being said, the last topic for this series is the lessons I learned about my community. The lessons I learned about my community. Now, the first lesson I learned is that I prefer an honest and open community that is willing to tell me if I'm doing things wrong, I can improve myself, bring some criticism, and just show me better ways of doing things. Because I say this because I'm so focused and fixated on helping other people, so focused and fixated on making sure that people are good, making sure people are getting the knowledge that they can, but at the same time I don't want to be beyond reproach. I don't want to be someone that they look at like, oh, he does no wrong, or he does not make any mistakes, so why bother? Or even if they see something that I'm doing that's not right, they feel like that I'm that they can't come and talk to me and be honest. That's one of the things I want in my community, and I'm so happy that I have in my community. I have very strong-willed people in my community, including my wife, and they're very open and honest about things that I'm doing wrong and things that I'm doing good as well. I don't want to discredit the positive things that I get from my community all the time, but I want wholeheartedly to have people in my community that are open and honest with me about things that I can improve in. Not to say that they're gonna come and just berate me, yell at me, be harsh at me, but just being honest that, hey, you can do this better, or hey, you could have worded this better, or hey, I don't agree with your opinion. Break it down to me more. Things of that nature. So the second thing that I prefer in my community, that I appreciate, and lessons I learned in my community, is that I want a community that's going to grow and continue to change for the better. A lot of times we tend to be in communities that they're as I said in the beginning, like, not to say that they're bad, but there's some things in communities that you see is like, I don't want that in my community. I don't want people who gossip in their communities, which is fine. If you want to gossip, you want to do that stuff, that's great. And of course, I'm not going to say that my community doesn't talk about certain things or gossip about certain things, but if that's the focus of your community, you just gossip. If it's the focus of your community, you just be toxic. If it's the focus of your community just to talk about people and talk down about people and hate on people and things of that nature, I don't really like that. I don't want that in my community. I'm all about growth. I'm all about change for the better. And if you are that person that's promoting the same thing that I'm promoting, and we align with a lot of our ideals, personalities, things of that nature, then yeah, let's be a part of a community. But if you are the person that's not on that mindset, that agenda, that focus, it's okay. It's just that you won't be in my community. Sometimes it's hard to separate different people because you may be okay and cool with a person. You may be you may know this person. You may think this person, you have no issues, but in reality, you guys don't really hang out. You guys don't really spend time with each other. You don't take the time to get to know that person at a more intimate level, and that's okay. Just know that that person is not meant for your community. That person is a good associate, is a good person you talk to, is a good person that you could have you could be around, but are they beneficial for you? Are they serving a purpose? Not necessarily. And that's how I define my community. You have to serve a purpose in my life to be a part of my community. Not to say that you're a bad person. It's just that you have to serve a purpose in my life to be a part of my community. And that's basically the lessons I learned. Because I've had people that have been in my community that, didn't really serve a purpose. They more use me than I actually was benefiting from them. And that's not really something something or someone that you want in your community, because you're supposed to be growing and moving forward. So hence the focus of my community is growth and change. And finally, the last thing that I realized that I want that I have in my community, that I learned about in my community, is that when you have a community, it's not always easy to let people go, but it's for the betterment of the community. Just like I was talking about a little bit earlier, sometimes you have people in your community that's not really serving a purpose, and you have to be the one to say, hey, you know what, this is not working out. Not to say that you won't still be cool with them, you not still be cordial and respectful, but the reality is that I won't be spending as much time with you. I won't be picking up the phone as much as possible as we did before. I won't be sitting on these conversations for long periods of time. I won't be engaging and giving energy to you as much because I know that we don't align anymore. And it hurts. It hurts, but the hurt is needed. The hurt is needed because let's think about it in the opposite direction. If you chose to let that person stay in your community, that person's not really serving a purpose. That person that is in that community maybe needs another community to help them move forward in their life and grow and change for positive change, and you're just holding them back, or that person's holding you back. That's the thing I'm talking about. You have to be aware that it may hurt, but you have to let some people go in your communities. I've done it. Some people let me go in their communities, and that's okay, because if it doesn't align anymore, don't push it, don't force it, and don't try to keep it going when you know it's not serving a purpose anymore. So simple as that. So those are the lessons that I learned when it came to communities, and let's break it down. So the lessons that I've learned when it comes to communities, especially my community. For my community, I prefer people who are honest and open with me. I don't want to be beyond approach. I don't want to be someone that you're afraid to come talk to. I want you to tell me if I'm doing something wrong, or tell me how I can do things better. The second thing is that I want growth and change in my communities. I that's the ideals for my community, is for growth and change. Yes, sometimes growth and change are not always as strong at times, but in reality, you should be always growing and should always be changing for the better in your communities, instead of just feeling stagnant and that you're not really benefiting. And the reality of it all is that each person in your community should have a purpose. If they don't have a purpose, you might have to let them go. And finally, leading up to that, is that one of the last things I want to talk about, especially with my communities, that that's as I've learned, is that you have to let some people go. You guys may not serve the same purpose. You don't have the same ideals. This person may be nice. You may be cool with this person, very cordial. But if this person is not serving purpose for you and you're not serving a purpose for them, it's time to let them go. It may hurt, but it's for the betterment of your community. And that's what I had to do multiple times. So if you're struggling with these things, especially when it comes to your communities, and maybe you have more questions about your communities, how to grow community, mistakes, the myths, the how-tos, and the lessons, go ahead and message me. As I said, www.yourcolabcoach.com. Fill out that free relationship checklist. Sign up for that free 15-minute coaching session. So we can see if we're a good fit for each other. Facebook Collab Coaching, Instagram Collab Coaching. All my series and my videos are on YouTube, COLAB Coaching. And finally, I wrote this amazing book. This book is amazing. If don't take my word for it, you read it, you give me a review on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever you listen to, or Audible, wherever you listen to and read books, and give me a review. If you don't agree with me, write a review. If you agree with me, write a review. If you think this is something that people should be reading, share this with people. And also, you can listen to my voice as well when I do that, because I did the audiobook and it's in my voice. So, Fresh Eyes Solve Problems Easier, the self-love relationship project is available everywhere. Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, Audible, as I said, Kindle. It's an ebook as well. Give me a review. Finally, with that being said, be safe out there. Thank you for listening about the Your Community series. Next series will be even more entertaining. I would hope so. And with that being said, be safe out there and have a wonderful day. Bye.